and they come to me complaining about the situation. And for anybody to dismiss them, I think is just sad. And so I said this in February. I literally said everything that I'm saying, meaning what people have told me. And I remember MSNBC did an article, and it was like, Charlamagne the God is pushing MAGA messaging. I'm like, damn, why is it MAGA messaging just because American citizens are concerned?
Is it a fair question to ask you, are you for Harris or Trump?
I'm definitely voting for Kamala Harris.
Tell me why.
I'm voting for Kamala Harris because I love her opportunity economy plan. You know, like I just said, you know, the issues that I care about is keeping more money in my pocket. And I've seen her over the last 4 years in the White House push for certain things to be done. Like, this isn't new. Like, you can look at things like the American Rescue Plan. And I know businesses in North Carolina that have received, you know, million things like the American Rescue Plan. I'm a big mental health advocate. I saw her, you know, contribute not out of her own pocket, but $285 million to increase the amount of mental health professionals in schools. Like, you know, I'm big on maternal health as well, right? Because I've watched my wife have a couple of very tough pregnancies. I've seen her at the front lines of those things. Also, she just cares. Like, at the end of the day, it feels good. I think that.
Get the fuck out of here, Charlamagne. Did she care about Jamal Truelove, Charlamagne? Did she care about that woman that she sent to prison for truancy when her daughter had sickle cell and she was in the hospital? Did she care about those? Did she care about that woman? Did she care about those people? Did she care about those guys that she held past their due date to get free labor for the state? Did she care about all those middle class working people when she lobbied for a cash bail system? You know, the system that puts people in a financial disadvantage. Did she care about that? Did she care about those people then? Get the fuck out of here, Charlamagne.
That an elected official that I know actually cares.
What do you make of Donald Trump?
I don't think he cares. I don't think Donald Trump cares about anything except for Donald.
Yeah, of course. The same old DNC talking points. Trump is bad. Trump is evil. He's the worst thing under the sun.
It baffles my mind that American people can listen to a man say things like he wants to be a dictator for a day, can listen to a man say things like, let's terminate the Constitution to overthrow the results of an election, to listen to a man say he wants to jail his political opponents, he wants to jail journalists, us.
Guys, check this out, man. If Trump was so motherfucking bad like they say he is, if he was a Hitler, he was a fascist, like these Democrats are saying he is, he would have already been it. He would have already done it in the first time he was president. They don't even believe this bullshit they be saying themselves.
We'll be in jail.
Yeah.
Like, he says these things out of his mouth. Like, we watched him lead an attempted coup of this country. Why would you want that back in the White House?
Half the country does.
Yeah, that says a lot about our country. That's more of the country than
what
it
does
is anything
What
else.
does it say? I mean, I think this is the thing, maybe the more troubling.
Yeah, you fucked up because you vote for Trump. That's what he pretty much just said, y'all. You stupid because you voting for Trump. You fucked up because you're not like him. You ain't voting like him. That's pretty much what you get on that side over there. That's why a lot of people are leaving them. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of black men are leaving the Democrats. They pretty much saying, we like it better over here with Trump. We can't really rock what y'all doing over there.
Question is, half the country is willing to pull for Donald Trump.
Every time I talk to people, they talk about the economy. But I'm like, man, since World War II, the economy has always done better under a Democrat president. That's just a fact. It's always been Democrats. There's been 11 recessions in this country. 10 of them have been Republicans.
Yeah. Then why they not doing good now then? The Democrats are running everything, so why the country not doing good now? Explain that. That's what he won't tell you.
So I don't know how they've hijacked that narrative. But I think the other thing that you just got to chalk it up to is just good old-fashioned race. The case of Vice President Kamala Harris and Hillary Clinton in 2016, sexism. I just really do. Like,
all right, racism and sexism. When he says sexism, he's talking about black men. That's what he's talking about. But we just gonna keep it in particular with black men. Since black men are sexist because we don't support Kamala Harris, then, and y'all trying to push this identity politic agenda then how come she married a white man then? Why couldn't she marry one of us then? Since we supposed to support her because she's a sister, why couldn't she marry one of us? I find that funny, you know what I'm saying? Black men always getting shamed for not supporting her, you know what I'm saying? But she married a white man. Not that I have a problem with her dating marrying a white man, but if y'all want to go with the identity politics, we black men will win that all the day long.
It's still America at the end of the day. There are people in this country who are still just holding on to old ideologies. They don't want to see America be a great American melting pot where all of these different people from all of these different walks of life can live. They like that racist, sexist, bigoted rhetoric that Trump spews.
Why is it so hard for her to say that?
I think because for whatever reason, like, you hear these elected officials, even when you say, is America a racist country? Okay, you can't say America is a race, but you can say that, there's
he keeps saying the racist rhetoric that Trump spews, but tell us what did he say that was so racist? I have yet to hear anybody say anything that was so racist that Trump has ever said. Now, we do know that a lot of times when Trump speaks, they take clips and make him look bad, and they cut out the actual context of what he was actually saying. They do. The media outlets do that all the time, especially MSNBC. But, however, tell us what he said, Charlamagne. Tell us how he's so racist.
System in America. I think that is a fair thing to say. Like, I watched her on Fox News the other night, and I loved how she handled Brett Baer. When Brett Baer tried to push her, Brett Baer was like, are you saying the American people are stupid? I can't remember how he worked. I would never say that because I don't.
What motherfucker alternate universe you living in? That Fox interview was a disaster. That was probably her worst interview yet. So what are you talking about, dude? I get it that you trying to, to pump it up for your homegirl Kamala, but bro, at least be honest. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, you said she cares, bro. She hasn't even apologized to the families to the families of those murder victims that those migrants killed. She hasn't even apologized for that. So she cares, Charlamagne? Man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Disparage the American people, but my opponent has no problem doing that. And I understand that approach, but I think that it is perfectly fine to acknowledge that those things exist. Because guess what? As a black man, as a black woman, you feel that. As a woman, you feel that sexism. As this person, you...
Okay. Being that you said that, then why black men keep getting shamed then? Being that you said that, why are we always getting shamed? Tell us that, Charlamagne. You see, black men, we're supposed to be contained. We just supposed to shut up and support and do what we're told and not get anything. Damn that. We ain't doing that shit no more. Fuck all that. Damn Kamala Harris and the motherfucking broom she rode in on. We're not going to support a party that keep disrespecting us. Fuck all that.
Think you don't feel all the anti-Semitism that's happening right here in our country? Like, as a gay person, you think you don't feel the homophobia? So you can speak to what people are feeling because you see it.
There was an amazing moment in the interview.
Oh my God.
Where
90% of Democratic talking points are based in racism and race baiting. And the thing of it is, what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people are leaving them, because people are getting tired of hearing that shit. We want to know what you're going to do, what I'm saying, to help us to feed our families and increase our bank account again. Because shit was better under Trump. And I got to tell you, man, like a lot of these policies that he's saying he's going to do, it's very enticing. All that bullshit, Kamala just giving us a bunch of empty answers and empty promises. So Trump looking good as far as I can see.
Someone comes along and brings up the F word, fascism.
It's two very different visions for our nation. One mind that is about taking us forward and progress and investing in the American people, investing in their ambitions, dealing with their challenges. And the other, Donald Trump, is about taking us backward.
The other is about fascism. Why can't we just say it?
Yes, we can say that.
Yeah.
Tell me about what transpired there and how you felt about it.
Well, it was the same thing that we just said, right? Like, she was saying what and then she was saying what he's about. It's like, yo, just say it. Like, he's a fascist. You just had General.
Once again, y'all, if Trump was a fascist or a dictator, he would have already been that the first time he was president. Why would he wait the second time? Like I said, these people don't believe that bullshit themselves. They just trying to know us and use these Trump scare tactics to keep you from voting for him.
Mark Milley just said he's a fascist to the core, like you're to the country. So for me, it's like the American people will never understand the threat that Donald Trump is if people aren't spelling it out. Treat him like he's a threat to democracy. They kept saying it. He's a threat to democracy, but Merrick Garland should have locked Trump up after the coup. Right? I was literally watching something. There was a person talking, and the person was like, if Donald Trump, really led an attempted coup in this country, why they didn't arrest him? Like, they did charge him. But
you just said they should have arrested him, meaning that they didn't. You just said that a minute ago. So did they arrest him or did they not arrest him? Yo, check this out. I don't understand why people go to Charlamagne the God for like political commentary. He has no intelligence when it comes to this stuff. Charlamagne is a clown. Like, he don't, and not all that. It's almost like they try to get him to come speak for us. We don't take Charlamagne seriously like that. Charlamagne has no motherfucking intellect when it comes to politics. He's a clown.
Yeah, but there's so many people who don't even know because he's not treated like that. Like, we know we live in a society that knows how to demonize people when they want to, right? Like, you can look at, and I'm just going to use this as an example, not saying that it's not warranted that is happening, but look at somebody like Diddy, like front page every newspaper, all over the news, hear about every charge. Like, you see it over and over. They don't villainize and demonize Trump in that way. You've never seen Trump in handcuffs. You saw one Trump mugshot. Like, they don't treat it like the media has continuously treated Donald Trump and his whole candidacy like it's normal, which is mind-boggling to me.
What do we have to let me not be defensive, but jumping up and down? What do we have to do? I mean, how many different ways can you say it?
You know why it doesn't penetrate? Because Americans are spoiled, and we don't think it can happen here because it's never happened here. Like if you talk to older people who are closer
he
to...
talking about him being a dictator, y'all. He talking about him becoming Hitler and just ruling with an iron fist. That's not going to happen. They're not going to let him do that.
To that, who can remember things like, oh my God, he's doing a rally at Madison Square Garden. That's what happened in the 30s with the Nazis. If you can talk to people who understand, this generation doesn't. If you have a sense of history and you've read things like, the fall of the Third Reich, you can see the patterns that lead to somebody like Trump becoming a dictator.
Bill Clinton had a rally in the Madison Square Garden before. Did y'all call him Hitler? No. Why the man can't have a rally in Madison Square Garden? He actually from New York, so why he can't have a rally there? I mean, that Trump deranged syndrome is terrible, bro. Trump lives in these people's head rent free.
I just don't think people think dictatorship is possible in America, but it is, because our democracy is very fragile.
Charlamagne, no party should ever count.
Well, I would say the Democrats are more dictators than Trump is, because they're all about censorship. They pretty much run the media. They control the media. The Democrats control the media. That's why people are always getting kicked off platforms and all this shit, because the Democrats are behind it. So who's the real dictators? Who's the real fascist?
On assume that any group in America is going to vote for it 100%. But right now, the Democratic Party is freaked out because the polls are showing that Black men and Hispanic men are polling, at least, for Harris at a lot lower numbers than they had with Joe Biden and Obama. What's your sense of what's happening?
I just think it's.
You do?
I think it's overstated. You know,
That ain't bullshit. That's very true. See, he's out of touch. He don't get out there and talk to the people. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, those Democrats, they don't go out there and ask black men what do they want. Black men are just told to shut up and do what you're told. No, he's out of touch. He does not know what he's talking about. Black men vote for Donald Trump in record numbers, not the majority, but more than what they have in the past. And that's a bad sign for Democrats. That's a bad sign for Kamala Harris. It don't look good. This woman here, she has the lowest performing numbers in Democrat history. She lost the Washington Post endorsement. She lost the LA Times endorsement. She lost the Teamsters Union endorsement. These are all organizations that historically sponsored the Democrats, and she lost them all. So what does that say about this woman?
I think that it was ridiculous.
That's what Raphael Warnock thinks. He says it's just it's a phantom statistic.
There's nothing in light of history shows us that statistic is true. Like, you know, even when President Obama last week said,
they show it on statistics all the time. They show it on Fox News all the time. They show it on CNN. So I mean, what are you talking about, Charlamagne? Once again, y'all, stop listening to Charlamagne when it comes to politics. Charlamagne don't know what he's talking about. Charlamagne does not speak for us.
Black men don't vote for the vice president because she's a woman. I'm like, 85% of black men voted for Hillary Clinton. 85%.
What did you think of Obama's speech?
I thought that
it seemed to piss a lot of people off.
Yeah, I didn't like it because I just think that you know, pointing the finger at black men when we are the second largest voting bloc for the Democrats all the time is ridiculous. And looking at polls, clearly I feel like and I could be totally wrong. November might come and I might be surprised, like, oh shoot, you know, wow, I was totally off.
Yeah.
So I just thought that what he said was ridiculous. I do like the second part of his speech though.
What's that?
People say, hey, voting isn't going to make a difference. The president said, you know what? You're right. And I'm paraphrasing here, but he said, we're not going to eliminate poverty. We're not going to, you know, rid the world of.
Bro, nobody wasn't trying to hear that bullshit Barack Obama was talking about. How dare Barack Obama come out here and try to wag his fingers at black men? You know, say, bro, damn Obama. Obama don't got no credibility with us. See, this is one of the reasons why I say he's out of touch, because he doesn't even know that. Obama that has no credibility with black men. He can't come around us. Damn Obama.
But you can vote for people who care, that can make things a little bit better. And honestly, I love that messaging. I think there's a level of empathy to what voters are feeling and a level of honesty in that messaging that I think Democrats should run with more often. Not just Democrats, politicians, period. Like, if you know, you go back to the conversation I had with the vice president, she said that she can do it all. And I said to her, well, President Obama said this, and I think this is more accurate. And she said, no, I think that we should at least try to do it all.
Oh, she said that? Well, no, I'm saying, well, she damn sure did it. She damn sure did do it. She damn sure didn't do a damn thing these past three and a half years. Now she want to do it all? Why she ain't doing nothing now? Because she ain't did shit the past 4 years. We got probably like 12 million migrants in here on her watch. People done got killed on her watch, and she ain't even apologize for it. I take that back. Yeah, she done a lot of fucked up shit.
It's fine too, but President Obama, to me, I'm a person that likes to be more realistic.
You told her that she had to speak more in just a much more way to black voters.
Yeah.
What was she doing wrong? And did she hear you?
Not just black voters, America. I feel like the language of politics is dead. One of my favorite movies ever is Bulworth. Senator Bulworth actually listened to the people. And when he listened to the people and started speaking the language of the people, everything changed for him. He became one of the most, beloved politicians.
How about just showing up and just being yourself? How about that? Not speaking the language of the people, just show up and just be your damn self. And people can respect that. Even if people didn't really like Kamala Harris' policies, but if she was just being herself, we can still respect that. But we can't respect her because we know she's phony. She switches up whoever with whomever she's around. When she's around a bunch of black people, she want to use that old black scent. Cleaning greens in the damn bathtub. Black people don't do no damn nasty ass shit like that. And truthfully, I don't even believe that. I believe she was just saying that shit because she was just in front of a whole bunch of black people. So why don't you tell your buddy to be more authentic then? Because deep down he knows she being fake. That's why I don't really, bro. Check this out. Let me tell you something, y'all. If somebody's speaking and men are not following that person, don't listen to them. Do not listen to people like that. If the men are not following that person, if the men are not backing that person up, don't speak to them. Don't listen to them. There are no men backing Charlamagne the God. There are no real men supporting Charlamagne the God. He ain't got no real men in his circle like that. He ain't got no real men that's supporting him like that. All the real men are on this side over here. In these types of spaces. This is where all the real men are. But check this out. Check this out, y'all. This the Do the Better You channel. This your boy Masso Capone. Like and subscribe. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. On to the next one.